Kuala Lumpur.
This is your first time using Zoom?
Not really. I have used Zoom to participate Ajahn Suchito's sharing before.
I see. Where is she from?
Sorry?
Ajahn Suchito.
Yes.
Is she in Thailand or?
No, Ajahn Suchito is in UK. Amaravati's monastery.
I see.
Yes.
Were there many participants?
I'm not sure, but they are from US, Malaysia, Singapore, and I think Thailand. It's arranged by somebody in Thailand.
Okay, this is an impromptu meeting, so people don't know anything about it. They just happen to come across and then they just click on the link.
I'm surprised too. Yes, same here. I'm so surprised.
Is there anything I can do for you? Do you have any question?
No, but I just want to let you know that your sharings on the Facebook is very helpful for those who are practicing, like for me, because we don't have the chance to visit teachers, masters. So it's sometimes when we have problem with our sittings, and then
Not talking, we have new visitor participant.
I mean, is that's what posting on the Facebook is very helpful. Thank you.
Do you have any question? No questions so far.
No, I'm quite surprised to be able to talk to you, Ajahn Suchart. Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy to meet you. I know there were many people following my teaching, but I didn't have a chance to meet them in person. But this is one time that I can get to know some of you. So it's just thanks to the Zoom application, this opportunity. So how long have you been studying and practicing Dhamma?
Since I was in university many years ago, but it's on and off practicing, Ajahn. It's like sometimes need the Zoom, the Om, like to motivate us to practice. It's the kilesa, I think.
How do you study, from the scripture or you from the temple?
No, I just practice anapanasati, and then I attended meditation retreat, and then I learned from like for example the biography of Luang Pu Man, biography from these what they call Luang Pu Mahaboa, and also teachers like you, and I also went for retreats in Malaysia. There are some organizers who had organized the retreat before the coronavirus. They had it regularly, like Luang Por Tun, Ajahn Martin. So they would come to Malaysia or Singapore. So we got to attend.
Have you ever visited Thailand before?
Yes, I have. I went to Ajahn Chakino's place at Dhammakiri to attend a retreat held by Lumpur Virat Dhamma. I also went to Ajahn Martin's place at Udon Thani before. Recently in January, I went to Ajahn Tan, DTUN, Ajahn Tan.
Yes, Ajahn Tan in Chonburi,
Yes.
too far from
Yes.
where I live. One hour.
When I was there, when I was there, somebody told me that you actually Ajahn Suchart's place is nearby. I didn't know. Yeah, maybe there's a chance next time I may come and visit and hopefully get to practice. Yes.
Very good. We have some participant coming in and just went out. There's only one, so you can continue on talking. You've been to Thailand for many times then?
Yes พูดภาษาไทยนิดหน่อยได้ไหมคะ
เก่งมากเก่งมาก Okay, let me welcome a new visitor. Okay, you can
thank you.
listen. Michael Yap, welcome to the
สวัสดี
meeting.
ครับอาจารย์
How are you? Is this your first
from
time?
Malaysia. Yes.
I see. And where are you from?
From Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Have you been following my page regularly?
Yes. In fact, I did forward some question to Long Po.
That's good. Do you have any question?
Not today because I just try to first time use the Zoom.
I see. You have to download it, or you already have it in your computer?
Yes. Yes.
I see. Well, very good to see you. And
Yeah.
I hope you keep studying and then practice what you have studied.
Yeah. I'm practicing for 20 years meditation. Yeah.
Because the Dhamma is very valuable, very beneficial.
Yes.
Nothing can calm your mind like the Dhamma can.
Yeah. In fact, when after I listen to your Dhamma talk, I feel very helpful for my practice.
Yes. And the mind is very important, more important than the body.
Yes.
And nothing can do benefit for the mind but Dhamma. Everything else hurts the mind, doesn't benefit the mind. Everything that you have hurts the mind because the mind becomes attached, and then the mind becomes sad or worried. The mind becomes attached. Something happened to them.
Yes.
Better not to happen.
Just want to ask Long Po about the Anapanasati meditation. But if we refer to the sutta, Buddha teaches 4 tetrad, that means 16 steps to develop the Anapanasati. So for us to practice, do we need to follow step by step or just let the thing go by itself?
It go by itself. All you have to do is just to be mindful of the breath. When you start, just keep watching your breath that comes through your nostril. It comes in and it goes out. And as you watch, you will start to see that the breath is short, long, whether it's soft or not. So you don't have to worry about it. The point is, watching the breath is to your mind busy, so it doesn't go think about other things. So the goal is to stop the mind from thinking. When the mind has to concentrate on the breath, has to observe, watch the breath, then it cannot go think about other things.
Okay.
And it will gradually become calmer and calmer slowly.
Yeah, one thing I want to ask Long Po, because when I do meditations, when I start say about 5 minutes, after that I feel about 5 minutes, but the time already 45 minutes. The time just lost like that. Is it correct?
Yes, when you're in meditation, you lose track of your time.
Yeah, it just disappear, is it?
Yeah. So don't worry about the time.
Uh-huh.
Concentration. Keep concentrating, keep focusing on your breath, and to prevent it from thinking, because then your mind will become calmer and calmer and lighter and becomes happier as you progress. That's all you want. The goal is to be happy.
Yes.
It's free. You don't have to use anything or anybody to make you happy. You can be
Just
happy, make yourself happy by being alone and stop your thoughts. That's all.
just maintain a non-thinking state, is it?
That's right. Because when you think, you can then start to create emotions and
Yes.
cravings, desire, which can then make your mind restless, agitated, anxious, and worried.
Okay.
But when
Thank you very much.
you don't think, it's like you're floating in space by yourself, nothing around you.
Yeah.
Emptiness is the best friend, it's the mind's best friend. Everything else,
Yeah.
the mind's enemy. The meditation is to get rid of everything so that the mind
Yeah.
can enter into emptiness.
I
And
see.
that's where peace and happiness for the mind will arise.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay, thank you very much, Ajahn.
What do you do for a living?
I used to be a contractor. I'm an engineer, civil engineer.
Just like me, I
Uh,
also graduated as an engineer.
yeah, I graduated from Malaysia. So I have gone through the cycle of life, up and down. So finally, I found out I need to keep my mind peace lah. And 10 years ago, I stopped my business and now concentrate more on Buddhism practice.
And did you find it beneficial for you?
Yes, very good. I will say one word to Ajahn. When I see the sutta and when I practice meditation, I find my way home lah. I use the word I find my way home.
Yes. Back to
Yeah,
yourself.
very.
Back to
Yes.
yourself, your real self.
Yes. That is very happy. Money cannot buy, Ajahn.
That's right. That's why the
Yeah. I've
Buddha
lost
gave
all.
the Buddha gave up all his money and went
Yes.
into solitude.
Mhm.
So are you living alone or you have a family?
I have a family, in fact.
And you're
Yeah.
not working now.
Now partially retired.
I see.
Uh, uh,
Have you visited Thailand before?
yeah, I used to go to Chiang Rai, look sit or what Phat Thát Dui Tung, Long Po Phai na.
Chiang Rai.
I go to Chiang Rai. Yes. 25 years ago I go there until today.
Mm.
So I practice the meditation from Long Po also.
You stay there for a retreat, meditation retreat?
In and out. Normally I go there maybe for a few days or 1 week, then I come back like that.
So you've been to Thailand many times?
Many times for 20 over years. Normally 1 year we make 2 or 3 trips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in fact I go to Lampun also. Lampun, Wat Sampayang Luang, Kubain Thon.
So most of your
Yeah.
teachers are out in the north part of Thailand.
Pardon?
Most of your teachers are in the northern part of Thailand.
My teacher.
Yeah, they live in the northern part of Thailand.
Yeah, my first teacher is Long Po Phai, Pak Kupita Pajantakit. He's the chief monk of the Wat Phat Dui Tung Chiang Rai. Hilltop. After he passed away, I go to Lampun, meet Kubain Thon in Lampun. This Wat Sampayang Luang.
I see. So what type
in
of
fact,
meditation they teaches you?
we practice anapanasati.
Is this the Burmese tradition or just
No, it's a Thai tradition.
Thai tradition?
Yeah, Thai
Anapanasati.
tradition.
I see.
Yes.
Good. All right. Nice talking to you. Do you have any more questions?
Thank you, Raj. At the moment, very happy today. I managed to log in and talk to Long Po.
Well, very happy for me too to be able to meet some of you.
Yeah. In fact, Malaysia already locked down for 2 months. Everybody stay at home. It's not allowed to go out.
Yeah. This is a good time to practice Dhamma.
Yes.
Okay, good. Nice talking to you. You can stay on and listen to some other people talking. And if
Okay.
later on you like to ask any question, you can do so.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome back to Wat Yannasangwararam, Malaysia again. Do you have anything you want to contribute?
Pardon?
Maybe Ajahn Suchart can talk about the sila and to make people, because
Okay, sila is protection to prevent you from getting into trouble. When you have sila, you have the 5 precepts. You don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adultery, don't lie, and don't drink alcohol. You are protecting yourself from getting into trouble with other people. See? But if you break the precept, then you will then run into trouble with other people. Maybe running into trouble with the law. You break the precept, you have to go to jail sometimes. Steal, for instance. So precept is the thing that make a person a good person. You want to judge people, judge by their action, their karma. If they keep the precept, then you can trust them. If they don't keep the precept, then you cannot trust them. But, I mean, truly practice the precept, really just reciting it, by really observing it. Don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adultery, sexual misconduct, don't lie, and don't drink alcohol. You can trust that person. You know that that person will not hurt you. But if the person doesn't keep the precept, then you don't know what he or she is gonna do to you. So this is the first benefit when you are alive. Second benefit, it protects you from taking birth in the lower realm of the existence. If you can keep the precept, then you can maintain your human status. When you die, you can come back and be born as a human. But if you break the precepts, then you will have to go pay your debt. Either born as an animal. If you don't born as an animal, you will exist as a spiritual being that is subjected to pain, suffering. We call Abhaya. There are 3 types of spiritual beings in Abhaya. The hungry ghost, the ghost that is always fearful, and hell. These are the 3 results that will happen to people who break the precept. If you can keep the precept, then after you die, your mind or your spirit don't have to go exist in those states. You either return as a human being, and if you do some dana charity, you will exist as a happy spiritual being, which we call deva or angels. existing in heaven, being happy. After that, then you will reborn as a human being again. And when you reborn as a human being, you will have a good body. Once you will have, complete all the 32 parts. You don't born and you can have, don't born with diseases or sickness, and you will have long life. That's it. A part of the benefit that you can get from keeping the precepts. And if you can keep more precepts besides the 5, keep the 8 precepts. Precept will help support your meditation practice. Because if you can keep the 8 precepts, then you will have time to go meditate. If you cannot keep the 8 precepts, it means you still want to watch television, you want to enjoy some form of entertainment, or you won't have the time to go and meditate. This is the best of keeping the 5 precepts. Okay. We have another visitor named Rose. How are you, Rose? Please go ahead. Say hello to all of us. Where are you from?
I live in Central Florida, Tanajan. Good morning to everyone.
Oh, really? Halfway around the world.
Pardon me?
Across the world. You're in Florida and I'm in Thailand.
Yeah.
10 o'clock in Florida right now. 10 a.m. in the morning. Good time.
It's around 11 o'clock almost.
Yeah, 10:43. 10:43.
Right.
It's 9:43 here in Thailand. Yeah. So how did you come across this meeting?
Tanajan, it was a blessing of Lord Buddha and all the arahants that I could join the meeting. I'm not good with internet.
You're very lucky then.
I am so happy, Tanajan. I can't believe this is happening just now. I just bow again and again for this opportunity. I am following your teachings for the past, I guess, 2-3 years on Facebook. I
Yes.
sent some questions, and I received so many benefits of your teachings. Each time I listen to you responding, clarifying one question for one member of the Sangha, each time one problem is solved in my practice. Yeah, so I have a profound, the most deep gratitude that you are available for all of us in the world. Yeah, it's the greatest blessing from the Dhamma for us, indeed. Yes, and I'm so happy to be part of this Sangha that are learning with you and dispelling the doubts, yes, and receiving the blessings of the fruits of the Dhamma, which is unique and undescribable.
Yes, I'm very happy to hear that, and I'm glad to be able to do something for all of you. Is there anything you would like to ask me today?
Yes, Tanajan. When we practicing bhavana samatha and the mind keeps reciting Bhutto, but this Bhutto is perceived by ourselves, is recited automatically in the heart. This is a kind of recitation by the heart, and we perceive that recitation. We are not reciting anymore, but that recitation is in the heart, very subtle. And there is a very deep calm and empty, is empty from anything, and is just very satisfying. That is the redemption place. But I would like to know if this moment of our practice is bhavanga state. If because I don't see that brightness and that light, that somehow I saw the description. I just saw that this light once, this brightness of this light I saw once, but when I was coming out of one collapse, I lost consciousness suddenly. And when I returned after 7 minutes, and then I saw that I was coming down from incredible light. Just this moment a few years ago, but during my practice, I know this calm. I can enter to this calm at will anytime. Sometimes it happens even when I am laying down. I can enter to this calm, and I don't know if this is bhavanga. As I was reading that Kamatana book, I would like you to clarify.
If you are calm and your mind is neutral, meaning has no emotion, and it is bhavanga. And there are different types of bhavanga. Sometimes partial bhavanga, sometimes full bhavanga. For partial bhavanga, you can still notice the senses, like the sound and like your body, for instance. But if you have full bhavanga, then everything disappears. All you have left is just emptiness, knowingness. The mind is all by itself. Something that you have to worry about. Just what you have to worry about is to be able to continue on with your mindfulness and reciting your mantra. And then whatever result you get, that's the way it is. Sometimes you get full result, sometimes you get partial result. Because sometimes your mindfulness is not as continuous as it should be. Or sometimes your mind has other things that prevent you from entering to full bhavanga. But as long as you are not thinking about other things, not worrying about anything, you are more or less alone by yourself and happy, and that's good enough. This is what we want to do, to find happiness within ourselves when we meditate. Because if your mind becomes calm, then your happiness will arise. So what you should look for is happiness in your meditation. Ask yourself, are you happy? If you're happy, then you're going in the right direction. Don't worry about what you read in the scriptures, because experiences for each individual can be different. Some people might be able to see light, some people see images, have a sensational feeling like they have goosebumps and things like that. These are what you call optional result. But the principal result that we look for is happiness. The kind of happiness that the Buddha excel all other happiness. Ati Santi Param Sukha. The happiness that arises from peace of mind. So, other than that, sometimes you might get vision, sometimes you might see light, sometimes you might get goosebumps. But are byproducts, and they come and go. And don't try to find your mind toward these things. Sometimes they happen, and sometimes they don't happen. Because if you do attach to this thing when you meditate, and when this thing don't happen, then you say, "Oh, I'm not successful in my meditation." But it's not the main goal. The main goal is to be happy by yourself. Sometimes when you don't meditate, sometimes you feel restless, you feel agitated, you feel lonely. Meditate, all this feeling disappear. This is what you want.
Ajahn, can I ask my last question?
Please go ahead.
Ajahn, I want to end this life as a Sotapanna. I am working very hard with all my power to do that. And I would like to know, because my sexual desire physically is completely dissolved. But I had two dreams that lust appeared in the dreams. My dream state decreased lots. I have very rarely and very calm dreams nowadays with the practice. But 2 times the lust appeared in the dream, but not in real life. I don't have it anymore. So I would like you to clarify. Once we go on the practice, the dreams change also, isn't Tanajan? The dreams before the practice, I put all my effort in the practice. My dreams were that there were more defilements in my dream states. Nowadays, I notice how it changed.
Yes.
So the question is, if the dream state also changed according to our practice.
That's right. Your dream is an indication of your practice. How far have you gone? Sometimes it shows up in your dream. When you're awake, you might be able to consciously suppress your defilement. But when you go to sleep, you couldn't. Sometimes your defilement can come up in your dream. So it tells you there's more work to do. Sometimes we misjudge ourselves. You say, when you're awake, when you're conscious, you say, "Oh, I can control my sexual desire."
Right. Right.
You are under normal circumstances. Right. But if you're exposed to some other extreme circumstances, you might react differently. So you have to be very careful don't trust yourself. You have to try to test yourself with various different circumstances.
Okay.
When you're full, you can hide. But when you're hungry, can you still be nice and kind? This is something that you have to test yourself. That's why sometimes meditators they have to fast. When they fast, then they're hungry. Then they know whether they can control their anger or not. So this is something that we have to be very careful. A lot of people, I think, they judge themselves on under one circumstance and say this is it, but maybe it's not until you run into a different circumstance and see what happens. How do you react? When everything goes well, then you can be nice and kind. But when everything goes wrong, can you still be nice and kind? All right?
All right. Sadhu, sadhu.
I only have about 6 minutes left because I'm using the basic. They allow for 40 minutes. And then we have another person been here for a while now. Maybe let me say hello to him. Hi, Mark Russell. How are you? Can you hear me? Mark? Just got his picture. How are you, Mark? He has no microphone. Hi, Mark. Can you hear me? Your microphone is not working. Only your camera is working. Okay. I'm sorry, Mark, then I have to maybe go back to Rose again. This is gone. Oh, here she is. Would you like to say something else? We have about four minutes left. Rose, can you hear me?
Yes, Tanajan.
We have
But
about...
I spoke too much. I will give my time to Vajra from Malaysia.
Okay, Vajra, you want to say something?
Oh, I have one question. Whether we can keep, instead of 8 precepts, can we like keep 7 or 6?
Yes, it depends on your situation. Sometimes it's not possible to keep all 8. It's better than not keeping at all. But just keep as much as you can. And maybe you can adapt a little bit. Like if you're working and the precept tells you you're not supposed to eat after the, you can move the clock 1 hour if you have to, if you happen to be working and you have to eat after midday. This is just the numbers. Yeah. But the point is for you not to eat too much. That's all. That's the purpose of keeping the 6 precepts. So you have to, not to eat too much. It's just to feed the body, but not eat for enjoyment, for instance. If you don't keep the 6 precepts, then you can eat all day long. Usually eating for the defilement, not eat for the body. But if you have to work and you happen to stop working at 12 o'clock, then you just move your 6 precept 1 hour later. Say, I want to eat after 1 o'clock instead of 12. That's all. Some of the precepts you can more or less adjust according to your situation. You have to understand the purpose of keeping the 8 precepts. That's all. The 6 precept is to prevent you from eating too much, for enjoyment, for pleasure. And the other precept, like watching television, movies, entertainment, is to take away the time so that you can have the time to meditate. You don't keep this precept and you say, oh, I can watch the television, I can watch movies, I can go out. Keep this precept, then it's wrong. You cannot go to any places for entertainment purpose. So you want to have this to enable you to have the time to meditate. And the 8 precept is to stop you from sleeping in big beds, comfortable beds. That's the whole thing.
Yes. Yeah.
It's, the word big here means comfort, big in comfort, not in size. But some people translate it as in size, big bed, big chair. So that's more like comfortable. We don't want to be comfortable with sleeping because we will sleep too much. Normally, the Buddha wants us to sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night. That's all. If you sleep on big comfortable bed, you can sleep for 8 or 10 hours. So that's the purpose of this precept. So I think when you study, you should ask yourself, what is the purpose of this, this teaching? Yeah. And then you understand the Dhamma. Dhamma is very practical. Don't be ritualized. You have to find the reason. Why do they have traffic lights? To prevent accidents, right? To prevent cars from running into each other. If you happen to be the only car on the intersection and it happened to be red, can you cross the red light? Why not? Then no other cars coming, no accidents gonna happen. You understand my example?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I think
Thank you.
Now 1 minute left, so I have to say goodbye and thank you for all of you. Nice to see you and talk to you. And please follow my videos and my posting in the Facebook and YouTube page. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Stay healthy, and maybe we'll meet again sometime in the future. Bye.